Today I will be talking about something that we all share is about life. So I will summarize my thoughts that I have experienced or want to share. Is that life is a continuum, and I've done a card that shows that life is a continuum in different languages, including the Latin language, French, English, Spanish, Chinese, and Japanese. And I'm using a model of the plant morphology to express my understanding of the plant morphology with the continuum concept. If you're interested, you can actually go to Google or other sources to understand it. And I have produced some cards, and at the back of this card it says, each species on Earth evolves and endowed with its own role on time, to be prototypes for times on Earth evolution, revolving space-time. Some of this writings or poem or short verses are usually written by inspiration, so it also has taken me some time to understand fully what I intended to share or to convey. The next picture that I'm looking at is the PEAP DNA. We could associate in the Western society that P is a symbol of the DNA. And in my picture, I have separated it into the DNA of the various elements in the soil, including zinc, calcium, iron, potassium, magnesium, sodium, carbon, calcium, phosphorus. And the minerals are omegas, vitamin D and E, vitamins K, B, C, vitamins B6, protein, and folate. And the next section of this picture is the Palaeolithic, or the Siberian in Chinese, the Stone Age. And what was the civilization, and how did it survive for 2 million years and continue with the human race, or the Homo sapiens. And next to this picture on the right side of the P plan is the Neolithic Age, where civilization has developed as a social group where they learn to rear sheep or herds, live in homes, can paddle a canoe, milk cow for milk, set fire for cooking, and even grow crops for the village. And they have also created beautiful pottery during this period. There's a very interesting nursery rhyme that most children would really understand. Is called pea porridge hot, pea porridge cold, pea porridge in the pot, 9 days old. Some like it hot and some like it cold. Some like it some like it hot in the pot, 9 days old. We're all different, and that's what some like it hot and some like it cold in our DNA. So this is what I can convey in this saying. And the next picture I would like to talk about is in Chinese, but it was written for my mother, and the translation says, the sun rises in dawn, the sun sets Indus, source of energy and light, biodiversity, beauty. This is my first Chinese poem in Chinese style, and it has 7 Chinese characters with 4 lines. So I'm very proud of it, and so is my mom. Thank you. The next picture, which has taken me some time before I finish it, is to correlate the matter on earth with the Chinese feng shui plus the 5 Chinese 5 elements. There's the water, sui, fire, war, which is in the core of the earth, and the metals are the mountains and the geosphere, and then there's the forest, which is the botanical world, and I have included earth as matter and radiation, and this is profound for me to understand and be able to be in parallel with science concepts on how the earth was formed. So thank you. The next picture I'm looking at is about the fungus microbe world, and the microscopic filamentous fungi as represented in mushrooms, and the single cell microscopic yeast, and the multicellular filamentous mold, and then there's the mycelium in the soil, and because of its important roles in our geosphere, they have created life or food for the bees, the bears, the birds, the butterflies, the plants, and even the water. So, and this is like magic. So I have added to this collection, and I added something at the back of this poster that says, "Hush, little brain," with its bi-hemisphere for talk and walk. Wow, little brain evolves with P-glycoprotein for defense. Love, little brain connects and disconnects my small world. So it seems very simple, but it is. We do have a magical brain, and we should appreciate that. And the next talk I would like to share is about the evolution, mass extinctions, and prototypes. This is a very detailed picture of the evolution of the dinosaurs and the prototypes, and the mythology about the dragon who could be a prototype of the dinosaur. 2 mass extinctions that I addressed here are the Siberian Trap that happened 250 million years ago during the Permian-Jurassic period, where the CH4 through the mantle ejected out through the mantle CH4 and CO2 and caused a mass extinction. And the other mass extinction happened when the asteroids hit the Earth, and the dinosaurs were extinct at that era. Today I'm not as fluent in my talk, and I may have to re-record this because I had a small incident where I had inhaled smoke in my place because of burn element. So I'll do my best, but thank you for listening again. But where are we going? The conclusion is that where are we going? How are we created, and what is our destiny as the human race or Homo sapiens? I have brought in 3 pictures that could depict some of my questions in my own mind. The first is that is the Luca, is that in the evolution of life, we have the universal ancestor called Luca. And I just draw some configurations of what Luca could be and what Luca can be. And it is, in our thoughts, everybody has a different perspective of how Luca looks. So, but it is our universal ancestor. And the second perception is that with all the beautiful rocks and minerals around us in the geosphere, we understand that when we are born and when we pass, we become dust of the earth, and we are particles, and we could go through a petrification of becoming either a selenite, an androlite, apatite that builds beautiful landscape rocks in Shilling in China, the Dover limestone in UK, or the Tocal di Antiquilla in Italy. These elements are made of calcium carbonate and other minerals like fluorite, gypsum with alabaster, anhydrite with CaSO4. Gypsum is SaSO4 2H2O, fluoride is CaF, and so on. So now we come to wishful thinking, perhaps, or belief that if you believe in God, you go to heaven, or you do something good, you go to heaven. But this has been a big question mark in most human minds, and there's no right or wrong way of thinking about this matter, because it is our wish and our destiny of where we want to be when we pass or become particles of the earth. So I have, for my parents' sake, I have drawn this picture of my mom and dad, and I've written a poem for them called The Dimension Journey. Immortality inundos, dynamic transformations, beautiful petrification, hilarious joyful echoes, Mama and Papa reunion, enjoy exploring Earth, enter dimension exosphere, ho ho ho, he he, oh ho oh. All this ho ho ho, he, oh. My implication are actually joy sound plus elements. For instance, ho 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 is 3H and 3O, which means that there's water, H2O, O2, oxygen, and H stands alone. And he is helium, and O is oxygen 2, and oxide, ozone. So I don't know what I'm trying to convey today, but it is a collection of thoughts that has been surfacing in my brain. And as I mentioned, in my brain, it's created for talk and walk, and it has this form of defense mechanism that actually maybe we're feeling, or we are comprehending what the earth is at large, and with the excitement of the stress, or the awareness, or the consciousness that something is going to happen, alerts every individual and every organisms to have this feeling of self-defense of what we could do as a whole human race in order to improve our well-being as well as the earth that we live in. We condition our own self in the place we are placed, which is the earth. And I cannot talk at length right now is because I'm still exploring and understanding in my journey. And I hope you have the same feeling, that you can also explore, experiment, and journey in your understanding of why we are on Earth, and not to explore Mars or Saturn, but has a conscious state to understand the planets, that we are part of the planet in the solar system. And thank you for your time. Talk next.